Dear friends, God made you just as you are for a reason. You are not a mistake. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I wish I were different? Maybe you have felt you are not good enough, not smart enough, or not worthy enough. But today, I want to remind of you beautiful truth. God made you exactly as you are for a reason. You are not an accident, you are not a mistake. The same God who created the sun, the stars, and the ocean thought the world needed one of you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. The Bible says in Psalm chapter 139, verse 14, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Think about it. God doesn't make mistakes. If He created you with your unique face, voice, heart, and soul, it is because He had a purpose in mind. But what do? We compare ourselves to others. We try to change who we are to please people. We believe the lie that we are not enough. But let me tell you something today. You are enough because God says you are. Your weakness have a purpose. We all have weakness. We all make mistakes. But God can use even our weaknesses for something greater. Think about Moses. He had a speech problem, yet God chose him to lead an entire nation. Think about David. He was just a shepherd boy, yet God made him a king. Think about Peter. He denied Jesus 3 times, yet Jesus built his church on him. Your weaknesses do not make you unworthy, they make you human, and God's power is made perfect in our weaknesses. You have a unique purpose. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 says, For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Even when life feels difficult, even when you don't understand why things happen, God is still working in your life. Even when you feel lost, even when others reject you, God has already chosen you. You are not too broken to be used. You are not too weak to have a purpose. You are not forgotten. God sees you. Stop seeking approval. God already loves you. How many of us spend our lives trying to please others, seeking validation, wanting to be accepted? But let me tell you something. God already loves you. God already accepts you. God already calls you His child. You don't have to prove your worth to the world because God has already called you worthy. Thank you.